When did you decide to get rid of Yorvith?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorvith, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorvith. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
You only won because of a cutscene.
I remember.
I could have taken you on back then if A. Roche hadn't suddenly arrived with reinforcements that they really didn't do any reinforcing, and B. There hadn't been a cutscene. You only won because of that.
So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorvith was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
I told you. You only won because of circumstances outside my control. I could have taken you back then.
Shame you didn't take a shot at Henselt yourself. History might have taken a different turn.
Maybe I would have killed him. Maybe you would have killed me. Who knows? But Henselt's death, although desirable, wasn't necessary anymore. The plan could go forward without it. You killed Seret and Orcs. Damn shame as I see it. Two good witchers.
They were murderers, Letho. Just like you. Don't change the subject.
Right. I was on my way to Loch Muin by that time. I had to prepare, inform that prune Shillard of the plan. Everything had to play out perfectly. There was no room for error.
Alright, that seems like we're exposed.
Why are you
Exposed.
No matter.
Blah. We have asked about everything apparently. So,
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
What a fight.
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
you're not going
You're
anywhere.
a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
I'm sorry, but you caused far more trouble than... You caused so much trouble, done so much damage, and brought so much chaos and death. I'm not going to let you get away with this.
Time to fight. Ready?
As I'll ever be. You fear death.
Oh damn it, the potions wore off because we talked.
What does it feel like to be almost?
Let me allow me for one last time to point out that this is the problem with being unable to drink potions in battle. You saw it. I drank those potions before I entered here. I prepared. And still, it adds up to jack shit because while we talk, the potions ran out. You can't tell me that's fair. Seriously.
Fight.
had to use all my skills. And the oil.
Wolf has teeth. And they're sharp. I'm better. I can tell already. Of course you can. You tire quickly. I don't want to kill you. And I'm killing you, Bradley. You're nowhere near my level.
That's true, I'm much better.
Kingslayer. I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Goodbye, Letho. It wasn't fun at all. By the way, thank you for saving my girlfriend. Should probably mention that before I die. And he floats. Oh, you're back! A ladybug. Always thought that was a weird name considering there's male ladybugs, but whatever.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained to Marion, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires and lobby them to hear of the Witcher's deeds.
Good. Seems like there's hope for Flotsam then.
The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. When King Foltest fell at the hands of an assassin, chaos engulfed his realm. Where others saw spoils, Roach saw his motherland bleeding. Vernon made a difficult choice, surrendering Foltest's daughter to Radovid. The Redanian ruler, trump card in hand, turned Temeria into his protectorate and began restoring peace. The kingdom's inhabitants soon learned why Radovid was called the Stern.
That could be either good or bad.
A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwin would benefit them most. Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included.
Of course.
Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued.
Of course, because as I said before, it's easier to just blame everyone of
It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses.
So to speak.
Who
Oh wait, boobs!
ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, they're already playing the third game. I can feel. So yeah. That was The Witcher 2, people. So, what did I think? Well, there was much good in the game. I liked the story, really liked it. Music's awesome, and I really like the gameplay. It's very much hands-on for an RPG. It's not just go click on that dude and hope your numbers are big enough to take out his numbers. You have to do stuff, and it feels more like you're in control. Preparation, investigations are still important as ever and feels good. So there's a lot to praise in this game. For what I didn't like, well, there was a couple of times where you had to go and the quest was vague. As I said, this could be solved very simple by marking an area I had to investigate rather than say you have to go precisely here. That would be a nice compromise, I would say. Another thing, as I complained about several times, the potions. Now, the very idea that you can't drink potions in battle, it's okay. But, well, as I pointed out, there are a couple of times where you get... Actually, I pointed out several times where you get screwed over because of it. For example, the timer still runs down when I was talking with Letho. Which means as soon as it was over, I was out of potions. Fortunately, I could make do with oils. So yeah, you have time enough to rub your blade in oil and sharpen it with a whetstone, but chug a potion, ain't got time for that. It seems a bit silly. So, but that's personal opinion. Some disagree, some find it a bit find it more challenging, but matter of taste, I guess. Fights were creative and challenging. Lots to do, lots to see. I probably didn't get everything. In fact, I know I didn't. But that's fair enough. Oh god. So yeah. There's no doubt going to come a Witcher 3, or at least they're planning on that. And hopefully we can leave the world a bit better than it is now. Seems like it's just been slowly going down the shitter. That's been pretty much a common thing happening in both the first and the second game. It seems we have small victory and big losses. Lots of things happening on the big scale that's just shit, but on the small scale we still bring some good to the world. So, in most games, take your victory this way you can get them, because you won't find many. Some has also pointed out that this is tragically realistic, a depiction of how the Middle Ages is, and I am sadly going to agree. Some say that I suffer from culture shock, but as the case might be, I know fully well this stuff happened and happens. I just hate it nonetheless, and it is something that really brings up my emotions. So that's why I sometimes blow my top off, so to say. In any case, I really don't have anything to say, but anything else to add. So I hope you enjoyed this, and well, this has been Eric Cobra. It's been Let's Play The Witcher 2 Blind. See you around. I would recommend this game, and I would seriously suggest you play it. See you around. Woo! Rabbit! Rabbit! No, that's probably a hand, actually, now that I actually start thinking. So yeah, I skipped the credits and stuff is happening. Huh. Is this bridge going to break or something? I want to get away from that bridge. I suspect something's happening. Jerks. Ouch. Wait, if you were going across the oh shit. Just figured that might have happened. Yeah, this is what I complained about in the start of the game. Why the fuck do they always have to go after the civil population? I mean, this just not happens only in games like these, but all over Fate, all over throughout history, also in the real world. Just leave the civil population alone. I mean, seriously. Yeah, congrats, Letho. You just got all those people killed because you softened up the North. And I just opened up the fortune cookie, apparently. So yeah, there's definitely coming a third game. I sincerely doubt they're going to just leave this up to a DLC. But yeah. Now is the end. See you around, folks.